On my way to the oncologist this morning. I think I'm running. Well, no, I'm not running late. I was thinking I was running late, but I'm not running late. It only takes 15 minutes to get there. And I'm leaving is 30 minutes after. So 35 rather. Nick is in the bed. I already fixed his breakfast for him. And yesterday was his Oncology Day, so even though I was diagnosed with, I assume, stage 4, such that it already spread to my liver, and he was recently diagnosed. I don't know if y'all saw me or saw the clips that I had when he was in the hospital. Well, we were in the hospital because I'm the wife that we go together and we leave together, period. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. My family was a little upset about it. But that's the man that I said that I was going to be with him through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sickness and in health. Those are the vows that I took. And I'm a person of my word. I've stuck by that. So when he goes to the hospital, I go. And when I go, I tell the staff there, just bring me what I need. And I got the man. I got his bed. I got his bathing. Whatever he needs done, I got that. You just take care of whatever he needs done medically. But anything that he needs done, I have it. And one of the reasons why I do that is because when I leave, because, the last time he was there, I had to leave him there because I had to come back and get my treatment. And we were in a whole nother state. So I had to go because the specialist that we chose for him is in another state. So I had to leave him there. But I wanted to be able to leave him there because he was in the weakest state that I have ever seen him in my life. It hurt me just to see him like that. But anyway, I wanted to know that he was good when I left. So me giving those staff workers a break, that they could take that time, do whatever they chose to do, whether it goes take a break, do another room, I don't care. I got you in this room right here. So that's what I did. And those ladies treated him like the king that he is, my king. And I was grateful for that. That's something my grandmother told me long time ago. She said, we stay at the house. We go to the hospital with our family members. And when we go, we let the nursing staff and everybody there know that we have that person. So that's what I do. I'm fortunate that I've only been in the hospital a few times because whenever I get chemo, they do it in the hospital and they give it to me through like they're doing a catheter for a heart catheter, how they go through the groin area and back and up into they do the same thing for that cancer that I have, the chemo. They call it chemomization. And when they do chemomization, that's how they do it. And I have had radio frequency ablation, which means they went in and debulked some of the tumors, because when they diagnosed me, I had 9 tumors on my liver. And those doctors up there at Duke, because my doctor here in South Carolina said, ooh, that's such a rare cancer that you have, and you're so young to have it, because I think I was 47. 47 because it was in 2005. It's been 20 years. And I'm 67 now. So I was 47. So they sent me to Duke for a second opinion. I didn't even have to ask for a second opinion. He sent me because he said that he needed a second opinion to make sure that he was giving me the proper diagnosis, because that was such a rare disease for a young person, because it's an old person's disease. When I say old, I'm still kind of young to have it at 67. But anyway, so they sent me to Duke, and Duke confirmed what they said here in South Carolina. Yeah, you got carcinoid, and yeah, you got 9 tumors on your liver, and we're gonna give you your first treatment. But meanwhile, while they was doing that, my mom and my husband was there, and I was like, Lord, I'm your girl. You know why? I was hurt. I wasn't mad with God, because all things is possible with him, and I believe that. Now, I know some people don't believe that, and that's your prerogative. Just don't get me, because that's my belief. And I believe that all things are possible with God. So when he spoke death, when that doctor he told my husband, because my husband asked him what was the prognosis. And the doctor said 5 to 7 years from today. And I said, ooh, I'm not receiving that in the name of Jesus. And the doctor said, excuse me? And I told him, I said, well, you just spoke death over my life. I have to speak life to myself first. I said, of course I'm going to do what you said to do, because I'm not crazy. And Jesus walked with a physician. Even though it wasn't for him, it was to show us that physicians matter. That's my take on it. And so, of course, I was going to do what the doctors say do. Do it. And that's what I did. And I have that same doctor. That doctor asked me, he said, my contract with you is to do what you desire for me to do. And he asked me, what do you want me to do? And I said to him, I asked him, was he married? He told me yes. I said, well, then I want you to do for me. No, I asked him, was he married? He said, yes. I said, you love your wife? And he said, very much so. And I said, well, I want you to do for me what you would do for that woman that you love, your wife. That's what I want for my life. And in December, I think December or November, I see him every 6 months. So it was 6 months ago, because I'm going to see him in February. I go every 28 days for a treatment. But anyway, I'm going to see him in February. So in December, no, it wasn't in December. I forget when it was. But anyway, he said, I'm going to say 5 months ago, he said, when I met you, I was 30 or 31. He said, I'm 51 now. And whatever you have been doing, you continue to do it. He said, because it is because of you that I don't give a prognosis anymore. So, I say that to say, if you have cancer, don't let what man say be the final word on your life, because only God has that. Yeah, sometimes some people some of us may not make it. Some of us will. But if you count yourself out, because you are your own advocate, and if you count yourself out, who's gonna count for you? That's how I look at it. So, and I'm gonna say this too: be your own advocate, because those doctors were asking me, not the oncology doctors, but my primary care doctor, which I don't have anymore. I don't have him anymore. But at that time, that primary care doctor that I had was asking me how much alcohol did I drink. And I guess it really wasn't his fault, because it was during the time where the doctors didn't tell you if they ran across another disease or something that they weren't looking for. They didn't tell you. Anyway, he would ask me how much did I drink, and I said I don't drink, because I didn't drink. And he would ask me that on a regular. Every time I went, they asked me that. And I said I didn't drink. So when they diagnosed me with the cancer, I pulled my medical records. Do you know, for 5 years, every time they asked me how much alcohol I drank, and I said I didn't drink, that doctor said she refuses to admit that she is an alcoholic, because the blood work was saying I had cirrhosis of the liver, which was that cancer on my liver that had spread it to my liver. So I thought Labor Day weekend, I thought I had pulled my back out in 2005, and wound up in the emergency room, and an intern doctor, brand new doctor, still in school, said, "Oh, lady, what you complaining about is not consistent with a backache," because I was sick. It was coming out both ways sick. And so he said, "I'm going to give you a CAT scan." Well, I could hear the resident or the attending, once the CAT scan came back, fussing at him or reprimanding him, because they said that he wasn't supposed to do that. And he said, "Well, you've already done it now, so you go ahead on and handle it." So he came in and he sat down next to my bed, and he said, "I'm not concerned about that diverticulitis you have." And that's what sent me to the hospital, diverticulitis. He said, "I'm not concerned about that diverticulitis you have. I'm concerned about that cancer you have on your liver." And he was happy about it. He really called it to the T. He told me the name of it and everything, that I had to go to Duke and get a second opinion about it. He told me right then. He said, because they had just studied it in class the day before. Now tell me that was not my God. He was so new. He put me in the hospital, called the oncologist that I see right now and today. And he came and he saw me and everything, but because it was Labor Day weekend, he said he would be back. Well, because it was Labor Day weekend, I wanted to go home, because you know how you know you're sick? I knew I was sick. And them telling me what was wrong with me was just confirmation on what I knew, that something was wrong with me. I knew something was wrong with me. I knew I was sick. So here I am. I'm going to flip y'all around and let y'all see the building. But yeah, here I am. Give me a sip of water. Now I'm going to take my water with me. I got to turn the car off, though. But here I am. I'm going to dig for my keys. I should have got them before I got out. But I'm going to flip y'all around. Well, no, y'all, I can't. Anyway, here I am. I'm going to span this parking lot. Y'all see this parking lot? Y'all see how many people? Look at that. All these people have cancer. So I say that to say, you be your own advocate. You be your own advocate. I'm gonna show you the carpet as I walk in because it has the name of the to show you that I really am at oncology. I'm not playing like some people play to make it sound like this, make it sound like something going on with them that they're not. I'm not that kind of chick, female, because I'm 67, so I'm not no chick. But I'm a grown woman, and I do grown woman stuff. I don't do childish things. So I'm gonna let you see the sign. Turn you around real quick. They have valet and all of that. You see the sign right there? How you doing? How you doing?
Hey, bro.
Ooh, this line is long in there, huh?
It don't take long.
It don't take long?
No, I know.
I know we gotta have our ID and stuff out.
Sure, that's what's taking so long.
Yeah. Well, I'm back in the car. So thankful for these doctors in this place here that I can get my treatments that I need. So anyway, if you like my vibe, I hope you'll join my family and subscribe. Hit that button and follow for more. Thank you. I appreciate you. And thank you to everyone that is already a part of my family. I so appreciate you so much. Jake and I really do. Thank you. Bye.